Glory should be in all our glory. Finally pulled into this damn garage. It was way too much work. Thought for sure this pulley system would work, but these stupid pulleys from Harbor Freight are just garbage. So I mean, go figure. Harbor Freight. Well, I shouldn't say that. They have a lot of stuff there that actually works. So I'll pull up this intake here. It's just sitting here. So there's no water in the motor. Kind of heavy one-handed. Radiator mounts now. These are the top mounts that were on the Chevy, and I basically, if you can see here, I flattened it out and made like a bottom mount here for this half rad. You probably get a little bit better of an idea there. I am running just a half radiator, like I said in my last one, just so that I have room for a turbo right in that area, hopefully. This is what it originally looked like. I basically just cut it off right about there, and then flattened it out and drilled 2 holes, and then right there. It's kind of not the greatest. I also mounted this oil cooler too. It's probably not the best way to mount it, but there's really not much for mounting areas. I just used 2 zip ties, right through the cooler. Not the best. I did put some rubber on this. I'm not really sure what you call that, like this metal piece here, just so that it wouldn't rub directly on there and possibly rub through. And I did put a piece of like rubber type stuff too on this. Looks like the cooler for the power steering, which I'm not even using, which I probably should have taken out, but I didn't. But whatever. If this was, this is just a budget build. Like I said in my last video, I'm trying to keep it around like $2,000, which I'm probably already past that point. But I mean, whatever, it is what it is. So this is the final piece. Oops, my glove here. This is the final outcome of that mount that I had. I basically just bent it around and made it kind of like a S. It's not amazing, but whatever. And then it was too loose on this top here, so I just put this piece of hose on here, and now it's nice and snug. And yeah, and then I mean, it's not the prettiest, but I mean, if you push it on there like so, I mean, it'll work, right? And it was free, which yeah, I had to bend this MFer with just pliers and not having a vise. Yeah, that really sucked. So I should really invest in a vise. I almost bought a vise yesterday when I bought this floor jack from Harbor Freight, which is like amazing compared to this. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. Compared to this pile I got from Walmart when I was desperate. They're both low profiles, but yeah, this Harbor Freight one is like amazing compared to the other one. It just rolls so much smoother, and it has like the rapid jacking one where it's like push down and it goes up really fast. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, that one just takes forever to go up and down. So mostly up, it goes pretty fast down. But yeah, so I got this on there. Boom, done. I'm pretty impressed actually how this radiator turned out. I was thinking it wasn't going to be as I mean, for no welding and just kind of drilling and kind of like moving and moving stuff around and reusing the crap that I already have, I think it turned out pretty good. I managed to just reuse one of the holes that was there, and then so the old radiator used to mount right here, and then over here, yeah, it was right there. And I just stole those bolts, and there's 2 holes right here that happen to be that exact same size, and I just put a bolt right there and drilled the hole and put it right there. I mean, it's not the prettiest, but I mean, this thing's not gonna be going anywhere. And then put the fan on it too. I'm running the half radiator. I was a little bit afraid because it's a V8 versus I've had a lot of like Hondas and whatnot. I mean, I actually drove a Honda roughly 70 miles home with no radiator. All I did, my radiator was leaking, and I didn't. This is back. I mean, I was like 16. I didn't have any money or anything. I just looped. I pulled off the radiator hose. Honda, of course, not this motor. But yeah, I filled the radiator hose full, and I put it back up to itself, and then I ran with the heat on the whole way home, and the temperature never moved once. It just was right where it was, and that was it. And I could not believe it. And I went home, and I had a parts car I took the radiator out of, and yeah, it all worked out just fine. But so yeah, and then I got this the shroud too with the fan, and I found some random screws that worked for it. So I wasn't gonna go buy some, but it's like I already have them. Might as well just use them, right? I mean, it kind of sucks that they're Phillips, but I mean, whatever. I mean, I'd much rather use what I have than have to go hop in my car and go to the freaking hardware store or go to the parts store and then and then you know, drop another $2 or $10 or $20, and then it just all that shit adds up, and it just I hate that so much. I hate things that like nickel and dime you, you know, it's just all that crap adds up. But all right, let's see here. I'm trying to think what else I should work on here. Got the radiator in, and well, I mean, you guys won't have to see this. So. I actually have a set of the E85 injectors now that I'm probably going to use for when I go turbo. I probably will just have those ones decap, and I'll just pick up another set, and then I'll have them sent out, and then I'll have them, you know, flow test them, and then I'll just keep, you know, the 8 that are the closest within the flow, or you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, just working on the brake booster right now. I just crap, where did I put that? Oh, there it is. Okay. Just got the brake booster set up right here. Just figured I'd do this real quick here, just for, which that's actually kind of big on there, but hopefully this hose clamp will crush it and make it work. So, let's see here, and then, oh man, I really should start pulling the tank. I really don't want to pull the tank like at all. That's the one thing I have not been looking forward to, is pulling that damn fuel tank. So. But I mean, it has to be done. I watched a video on how to pull it out, and it looks pretty simple. But I was really hoping I was going to be able to run the hood on this thing, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to cut it out and then put a hood scoop on it, which isn't a huge deal. But I mean, it is what it is. So. Okay, so I'd like gross. I just got dripped on down here. I'd like to. Yeah, this thing's been like in my tarp shed. That's kind of shitty. I'd like to get this starter hooked up here, the starter wire. This is the Mustang wires, and then I also would like to. This is the power steering line. This is the pressure side, and then this is just return. I'm just gonna open this up a little bit with the pliers. I just cut it really shittily. I'm just gonna put it right on there, and then it'll have a, you know, it'll be able to circulate. You know what I mean? I shouldn't say you know what I mean, because some people might not know what I mean. So it's basically just so that, you know, if you turn the steering wheel, pressure will come out of here, and also out of here. Oh shit! I'm too much fluid. So basically, you just combine the pressure with the return, and then when you turn the wheel, fluid can circulate throughout the whole system. If you just plug those off, it would either, I'm guessing it probably would blow a seal in one of the probably in the rack, I would assume. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not a professional, but that's just my assumptions. So I'll just look at my control arm there. It looks a little, I don't know, the bushing looks a little wore. Might have to change that in the future. But my main concern right now is trying to get this thing up and running. So, okay. Oh, weird. There's just a loose bolt right here. I wonder what that's for. It might have been. Well, no. I better leave that. I bet you that's on there for a ground or something dumb like that. I'll leave it on there. Let's see here. So yeah, I'm going to try. Yeah, the oil pan also is really effing low. Like, if you look, like, this is the K member right here, and it's like, oh, there it is there. I mean, it's like, holy crap, low. So in the future, I might be changing this thing out. Who knows? So, all right. All right, a little update. I actually got quite a bit done. I ended up cutting off the bottom portion here where the power steering goes. Hopefully I don't regret that in the future, but yeah, I cut it in half. Took a long time. I got that on there. I got the wire in. from, this is for the Mustang harness for the starter going down. Got that all in the starter and whatnot. I pulled the spark plugs out just because before I ended for today, I'm gonna turn the lights off. I really wanted to just hear it turn over just for some motivation, just to let I'll fall over. Just for some motivation, just to keep me wanting to work. So I'll put the camera down here and yeah, let's get it to turn over for a second here, shall we? I just have the wire off for the solenoid because I'm guessing because when I pulled the motor out of the Mustang, the I think it's called the reverse safety switch on the tranny. It's not there. I have the harness out of the car, so this is basically I'm just hot wiring it straight. I'll just put a push button in the car just for easiness wise. I don't want to have to go through all the bullshit of trying to figure out what wires for what. So just show it turns over here. Come on now. So there's no compression right now because I had the spark plugs out, but that's just showing that it's in there. It's turning over. I still have to do the fuel and whatnot part of it, which I'm not really looking forward to. I got to pull a tank. I think I'll pull a tank tomorrow, and I think that's about. I feel like I really didn't accomplish very much today, but I think I did. I pulled the intake. Oh yeah, another thing too. So I broke my old intake when I took it off, and so the other intake on the car right now is a different intake, and I had flex fuel injectors in there. So these ones I didn't know this, but they're a little bit longer. I'm guessing because you go over here. When I was messing with the motor, I was looking at it. Let's turn this light on real quick. There we go. And these injectors aren't totally, they're not in there. Like, I'm guessing that collar right here, you can see a collar, it's probably supposed to be down to there, I would imagine. So I'm guessing this intake is meant for flex fuel, so I might have to get like a spacer maybe for the injector. I'm not really sure. Maybe I will run those E85 injectors then in this one. I'll run those rails on here, and then when I get the ECU tuned for the VATS delete, I'll have them just recalibrate it for the E85 injectors, and hopefully that will work out. I don't have a whole lot of experience with these motors. This is my first one, first LS swap. So, but otherwise, yeah, drivetrain's all done. Maybe tomorrow, my goal can be to pull the fuel tank, run the tranny cooler lines, and maybe I'll start putting the harness in, because once I have the harness in, get all that figured out, so I have a spark. Yeah, I'm pretty damn close, honestly. I just need injectors. I need to put the tranny lines on there. I need to figure out if I'm gonna run the lines for the heater core. The heater core leaks in this thing. I'm not sure if I want to just loop it back to itself or what I want to do. And also too, this coolant line, again, housing, this piece is it's bigger than this one down here, so I'm gonna have to get like an adapter maybe, or maybe like I'll have to order a hose that goes down. This one will work for now. It's not amazing. It's not pinched anywhere. I could put like a zip tie or something around there to kind of open it up a little bit for now. I just kind of want to get the car going, get her going, and be able to drive it maybe this winter just for a little bit, and then eventually go turbo. Or maybe if it's quick enough, I'll just enjoy it the way it is, because I'm gonna for sure have to get the 4L60 built if I do end up turboing it. So, because I don't think this thing is my end goal is 500 horse. So I don't think it's gonna hold that power, I would imagine. And then I'm not sure what like the stall speed and whatnot. I'm not very familiar with torque converters and stuff. So I've came from Hondas and just manuals and whatnot. So you slap a turbo on there and basically a clutch, and it's good to go. So, but yeah, I think this is gonna wrap it up.